So, yeah, welcome to our Toastmasters. Sorry. So, good evening, all fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to our online meeting, Speaker Community Club. I am pleased to be your second at arms for today's meeting. In the online meeting environment, there are few instructions that follow. I request you to rename yourself. All Toastmasters can prefix TM to your name and guests can prefix guest. I also request all the speakers and the role holders to prefix their role to their name so that it's easy to identify them. I give you 10 seconds for this activity. All speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. Technical host will confirm on that settings that you can reach to me if any issue is there. I would request you not to type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking as it disturbs the speaker. You can use a private chat to the provide feedback. You are all requested to keep your audio on mute in case you aren't speaking. Please refrain from unnecessary movements or sipping on drinks if your video is on. Please turn off the video in case you need to do so. Do not click on share screen unless your speech role requires you to do so. You can display a hi-fi or namaste when talking over or leaving from the role. You can connect with the Tech Master for any technical glitch. The Tech Master for today's meeting is myself. If you are a speaker, then please ensure you pin the timer or confirm that the same is visible at all times. This meeting is being recorded. In case you have any reservations, please let us know. You can network during that break and after the meeting. Let me set the mission of the club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I am here to introduce Presiding Officer Mr. Ankit Dasgupta. So, Ankit Dasgupta, hand over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manas, for the introduction. Welcome to all the members and guests. Welcome to Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. Just an audio and video check. Am I audible? Am I visible? Can I see a thumbs up? Thank you so much. Let me first start the meeting. And with this, I start the meeting of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. First of all, I apologize to all the members and guests because of the technical issue that we had today. Normally, we don't have this, but today there was some issue with Zoom. And because of that, we had to have the password and ID changed. And that was the issue. But rest assured, we will not have this issue moving ahead. And thanks for bearing with us. I have good news with respect to the club too, and with respect to me individually. With respect to the club, I would like to say that 2 of our members from the club have won award in the recent division awards night that we had. So we had Toastmaster Manas win the RISE Member Award for Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. So let us give a round of applause to Toastmaster Manas. So RISE stands for the core values of Toastmasters, RISE, but we say it as IRSE because I stands for integrity, R stands for respect, S stands for service, and E stands for excellence. So these are the core values of Toastmasters, and all Toastmasters abide to it. Although we say it as RISE so that we can say it easily, but it's called IRSE because integrity comes before. Integrity comes first. So congratulations, Manas, for winning the RISE Member Award for Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. And congratulations to Toastmaster Madhuvani, our current Vice President Education and our future President of the club, who won the RISE Executive Committee Award. So congratulations to Toastmaster Madhuvani too. The second is with respect to my own individual. So as some of you might be knowing that I am also the division director for Division M, which consists of the clubs in Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. So I and my team of area directors look after the club, although we have every club which has their own executive committee members, but we oversee the clubs and help them with respect to any things that are required, and also with respect to growing new clubs. So just to share with all of you, we had the awards night recently from the district, and first award that I've got is the award for maximum distinguished clubs in the division in the district. So this is an award that has been given to me. It's a transparent thing, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but now I think you'll be able to see. So this award has been given to me by the district for having the maximum distinguished clubs in the district. And the second award that has been given, I'm very proud to say this, I have been awarded the Division Director of the Year in District 98. So the Division Director of the Year is an award. So we had 20 Division Directors in District 98, which consists of India. And I have won the Division Director of the Year award. So
congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you to all the members. It was, we had the award ceremony.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We had the award ceremony yesterday itself, and the trophy came just in today, like few minutes back. So it's a coincidence, and I'm happy to share it with you. And thank you to all the members for always supporting me. So this was a news that I wanted to share with respect to a club and me myself. Now we'll move ahead with the guest introduction. So let me quickly ask the guests who are present here to introduce yourself and to let us know how did you come to know about Toastmasters and what brings you today to our club. So first, let me ask guest Priyal. Thank you, Priyal, for coming to our club. You can just quickly give your introduction and what are you expecting from the session today?
Hi, Ankit. Congratulations, firstly, to the club members and to you as well. So I am a practicing chartered accountant in Mumbai. And what I expect from the club is I know that the club gives an environment for public speaking, and I have a fear of it. Like you can see now, I was so fluent while I was speaking with you over the call, and now I'm a little hesitant. So I want to overcome the fear of public speaking, and I want to upscale my communication skills.
Thanks, Priyal. Thanks for joining us today. And I'm sure you'll be able to do that. We can take the feedback post the session.
Thank you.
We have guest Pranjali. I would request Pranjali to please switch on your camera and just give us an introduction about yourself and how did you come to know about our club and what is your expectation?
Hello, my name is Pranjali Kulkarni. I am working in a public sector undertaking as senior manager. I knew about Toastmasters from one of my cousins. He has been a Toastmaster member for 2-3 years in Pune as well as in Mumbai, Mr. Ravi Shirurkar. And I expected to join this club from last 2-3 years. I wanted to join very eagerly, but since time was the constraint and earlier the meetings were held in physically Saturdays and Sundays, that time I could not spare my time for that because I have been working from last 15 years in a PSU. And that was how I was departed from this good platform Toastmasters, which is available. But when I came to know that it is now online available, I was very eager to join, and that landed me today with you all in this meeting.
Thank you, Pranjali. It's a pleasure having you today. I hope you have a good session. We can talk post the session. Thank you. Now, as we are running late, I'll quickly move on to our session and introducing our Toastmaster of the day. So the Toastmaster of the day for today is our new member who has already reached a lot of heights in her Toastmasters journey in a short period of time, maybe not even a month. She's already become a secretary of our club for the next term, and she's taking us today through a journey in Toastmasters with respect to the theme. I'll not talk about the theme. Let her explain the theme. So please welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nikita. Nikita, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you.
So today's theme for the day is Control, Alt, and Delete. Before I talk about the theme towards the end, since we are running short of time, I'll quickly explain the structure of the meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first will be the prepared speeches, the second will be the table topics, and the third will be the evaluations. For the theme, I asked each of the role players to give me their views on the topic. So the first role player would be Toastmaster Sachin, who is our timer for today. When I asked Sachin what he thinks about the word control, as a timer, he has the duty to control the limit of our speeches. Toastmaster Sachin says that as we all know, excess of anything is bad. Meanwhile, control is a strong word that gives meaning to life. If we do anything in control, be it eating, exercising, talking, or even sleeping, it will add up to embrace a flamboyant personality in ourselves. Over to you, Toastmaster Sachin.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster of the day. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if it is visible. Is it? Okay. So table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. And at 1.5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. For icebreaker speech should be between 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. And this will go for the level 1 speech also. And for level 2 speech, the speeches should be between 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And I will 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Okay. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. I really look forward to the way in which you will help us control our speeches. The next role player that I would like to introduce is the one who will help us alter our language. When we speak, we always use filler words, and this is what we need to alter. Toastmaster Sayali is the R counter of the day. When I asked her what she thinks about alter, she said that successful people are simply those with successful habits. And when I reflect to my life, I realized how some vicious habits have become part of it, causing me nothing good but failures and miseries. So hence, I have decided to alter these deep-rooted bad habits with the new effective ones, like altering overthinking and mindfulness, laziness with productivity, and self-doubt with self-confidence. Over to you, Toastmaster Saili.
Thank you, Madam Toastmasters, and my fellow Claremont Toastmasters and their guests. My role as an R counter is to record unnecessary sounds used by the speakers and role players. The crutch words like a, and filler words like but, like, so, this obstruct the smooth flow of the speech, and which does nothing good but add insult to injury and decrease the value of the speech. Therefore, as an R counter, I will take note all these annoying words in order to help speaker to become aware of them and minimize the usage of these words in the end of phrases in the future. I will present the R counter report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saili. The next role player for the day is a grammarian. A grammarian who's going to tell us what words are good usage and what words are bad usage and should be deleted. Toastmaster Harsh, who is the grammarian for today, when I asked him what he thinks about the word delete, he said deleting is an art very few know. I can relate it with unlearning. As a human being, we have limited resources. So to become a greater version of ourselves, we need to adopt the best. To adopt the best, we have to delete what is outdated. Over to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm a grammarian for the day. And as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay attention to the speakers, listening your speeches, your languages that you use. I will take note of the incorrect uses of grammar, basically the words, quotes, sayings, thoughts. Good users as well as the what we can say, the incorrect uses will be noted down. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day, and you can find the chat also. The word of the day is flamboyant. The phrase is the add insult to the injury. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day in their speeches. I would also really appreciate the uses of word and the phrase of the day in the table topics as well. I will give my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. That's wonderful. Now we move on to the first part of today's session, which is the prepared speeches. For the prepared speeches, the first speech that we have is from Toastmaster Divya, who would be giving her icebreaker speech today. Toastmaster Divya, can we have a quick audio and video check? Zoom Master, can you please spotlight Toastmaster?
Yeah, am I audible? And
yes, you are. Is the timer visible to you?
No.
Okay, is the timer visible to you now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Toastmaster Divya, the theme of her speech is the 3 learnings of my life. The 3 learnings of my life. Toastmaster Divya.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Forget about the past, don't worry about the future, and live in the present. This is a popular proverb that we all have heard. Many of us live a life defined by the choices that we
Divya, one
made
second.
in the past. But
Divya,
this should not be the case. Yeah.
Divya, 1 second. I'm sorry. Zoom Master, please spotlight Divya. I'm sorry, Divya, just 1 second. Zoom Master, can you please spotlight Divya?
Should I
okay,
proceed?
Divya, please continue. I'm very sorry. Please continue.
Yeah, no problem. Forget about the past, don't worry about the future, and live in the present. This is a popular proverb that we all have heard. Many of us live a life defined by the choices we made in the past. But this should not be the case. Each day is a new opportunity for a better future. But should we just forget about the past? I think those who simply forget about the past miss out on its fullest potential. There are valuable lessons to be learned from it. Winston Churchill had written, "Those who fail to learn from the history are doomed to repeat it." We must keep a note of our mistakes and learnings so that we don't repeat them ever again. Here, I present my journey through life with the important lessons I have learned along the way. I'm blessed to have a very loving and supportive family. I'm accompanied by my one younger brother with whom I fight a lot, though we are both in our 20s. In my childhood, I was always good with studies. You know those last bencher kids who would never care to study in the class, but eventually and surprisingly managed to score well in exams? Yeah, that was me. I would start working in the final hours, would pull in all-nighters before the exam, and somehow would manage to score well. I was an incorrigible procrastinator, but of the performer type. I loved math, so engineering became the logical choice. Like every obedient Indian kid, I started preparing for the National Engineering Entrance Examinations. The competition for India's top universities is fierce. To get into my dream college, I had to be in the top 0.2%. It was then, to my utter surprise, that my laid-back attitude didn't work. I learned the first important lesson in my life. Talent is overrated, and persistence wins over intelligence anytime. It helps if you're smart, but it is equally important to be persistent and put in the effort. There is this remarkable dialogue in the Dark Knight series about failures. Any DC fans in the audience? Where Bruce, so I will go ahead and say you the quote that is there. So where Bruce, the main protagonist of the film, says to Alfred, his best friend and butler, I wanted to save Gotham, but I failed. Alfred humbly replies, why do we fall, sir? So that we learn to pick ourselves up. When I first appeared for my engineering examination, I failed to get my target scored. I was shattered, but it was the time that I learned to pick myself up. I took a gap year post my 12th to reappear for the examination and finally got into one of my dream schools in the country. My college was a remote town located in Rajasthan called Pilani, with no airport and not even a railway station. And to add insult to the injury, it has extreme weather conditions, scorching summers and freezing winters. Despite all this, I enjoyed my time there. My college days were a strong blend of both academics, extracurricular, and fun activities. It taught me another important lesson of my life, humility. When you're surrounded by the brightest minds in the country, you never forget to keep your feet on the ground. Just when you think you know it all, you realize you didn't know a thing. Everyone surrounding you knows something that you don't, and in that you learn from them. And now when I think about it, I'm really thankful that I got that exposure. Now coming to what I'm currently doing. Before the pandemic, I enjoyed trekking and exploring new restaurants. Now, being confined indoors, I've started with yoga and gardening. If you have got any beginner tips about how to keep your plants alive, I'm all ears. I'm struggling to keep my plants alive for a long time. I love science and technology, and I'm currently working in the blockchain enterprise company in the developer relations team. So if anyone in the audience is a crypto enthusiast and would love to know about Bitcoin, Ethereum, or the Dogecoin, which is a recent addition, I would love to talk to you about fintech and crypto. Being in such an nascent technology, each day brings in a new set of challenges and along with it, a new set of learnings. This brings me to the third important lesson in my life. Never stop learning. The day you stop learning is the day you start getting old. I take each day as a new adventure, trying to get out of my comfort zone in all the things I do, big or small. And frankly, life never stops teaching. So how can we stop learning? Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Divya. That was a wonderful speech, and we really appreciate the message of humility that you learned despite the hardships. I would like to call in Evaluator Manas, Toastmaster Manas, to mention the objectives of your speech. Toastmaster Manas.
Yeah, Nikita, I am here. Just 1 minute. Actually, at the last moment, we are playing at multiple floors. So, great. That objective should have come faster, but yes, great, Divya. It's I will give that evaluation when general evaluator call me. But good, and hope for the best, Divya. So I will give my reports when general evaluator call me.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Manas. For the second speech, we have Toastmaster Ambrish. I would like the evaluator for the speech, Toastmaster Ankit, to give the objectives of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day. Toastmaster Ambrish is attempting project level 1, project 3, research and presenting. The objective of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, evaluator Toastmaster Ankit. Toastmaster Harsh, for his speech, the theme of Toastmaster Ambrish, for his speech, the theme of the speech is evolution of advertising. Evolution of advertising. Over to you, Toastmaster Ambrish.
Hello, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay.
You're
So,
not visible. You're not visible, Ambrish.
Zoom Master,
Not
could you
visible?
please?
No. Can you start your video, please? Yes, now you are.
Zoom Master, can you please spotlight
Yeah.
Toastmaster?
Okay, now I'm visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and hello to everyone and the guests. So today I'm going to talk about something which all of us are subjected to every moment in all forms and by a multitude of agencies. So yes, you guessed it right. It is advertising. So what is really advertising? Advertising is basically, for me, is the messaging that a promoter of any product or service will put forward in order to make you subscribe to it. And it can be in the any form. It can be, say, in the print, media, or any form. So how did it actually evolve? I think it started ever since the man has known selling. He has developed the art of advertising. So just imagine a primordial man trying to sell a cow to another primordial man in return of goats. So he would typically talk about the features, about the milk, about the any other features or the help that cow gives him. So this is a simplest form of advertising, which is the word of mouth. And for most part of human history, till say 1600s, that remained the most important or the sole form of advertising. Even though printing press was invented in say 1450s, its use largely remained confined to religious and philosophical literature and not so much for advertising. As new era of media began in 1850s in developed countries like Europe or US, uh, we saw more of consumer level advertising on newspapers. So they would contain anything from say a beauty ad, matrimony, jobs, or any kind of say a game or anything. But it would be very simple, plain ad because they would also charge a lot of money to the promoter of them. But now there are three main pillars that have had impact on the evolution of advertising. One is obviously the technology. From as we saw from the print or just the paper, we also had radio, TV, internet, social media, and everything. And the changing consumer behavior, as well as the overall social sensibilities and the power of money itself. So, like we know, the social sensibilities also have changed over last 200-300 years. So, right, in terms of family values versus individualism, in terms of uh, the kind of response we have to racism, and that has actually reflected in how we advertise. Just to give you some example, so if we have say just 30-35 years ago, uh, when these new channels came into Indian market, we would have Pure Ghar Ka channel, Pure Parivar Ka channel as one of the key value propositions of some of the TV channels. And today we have Hotstar promoting you to go solo. So that also reflects how the society has changed, and that is reflected in the way you advertise. Similarly, there are issues related to racism. Like say 20-25 years ago, something like using fair and lovely wouldn't sound very offensive. But today that is really frowned upon, or someone promoting that would be frowned upon. So apart from these changing consumer behaviors, technology, Another angle is indirect advertising. So many brands or many companies have also used indirect channels such as product placement in a series or a movie, or even a press conference that we can see from recent events, like a flamboyant personality like Cristiano Ronaldo snubbed Coca-Cola, and it caused a worldwide stir. I'm sure it must have brought insult to the injury of Coca-Cola brand. So having said that, how would be the more how would the future or outlook for the advertising industry? I believe firstly they will become more personalized and more individualistic. So we already know that two person watching the same YouTube video may not get the same ads. That will change depending upon their location, age, what they have or seen previously. So all these factors will come into picture for which they will get the ad. So this is, as the technology improves and we get more and more connected, this is expected to change even more rapidly. So no wonder if tomorrow going forward, we get ads of the medicines which we are taking, or ads which suggest us to buy a particular type of food based on our health history, or ads of say yoga classes or diet plans based on the feedback that our wrist health band gives them. So all in all, it is definitely going to be very intrusive into our minds, and we will have to filter out very carefully what we really want and what we have been told we want. So let us be very vigilant and try to decipher that clearly. Thank you.
You're on mute. Nikita, you're on mute.
Sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Amrish, for the wonderful speech. Indeed, as you said, advertising has the power for mass influence, and that's why it's important. Going on, the third prepared speech for today is by Toastmaster Sai Kumar. For that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Anand to give the evaluation and the objectives of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Nikita. Toastmaster Sai Kumar is attempting his speech from Level 2 project on understanding your leadership style. The purpose of this project is for the member to identify his primary leadership style or styles. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Timer, please note, timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you. Toastmaster Sai Kumar, the theme for the speech today is Lead by the Front. Lead by the Front. Toastmaster Sai Kumar. Can we have a quick audio and video check with you?
Hello, Nikita. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Yes. Zoom Master, can you please spotlight and then you can start?
Yeah, he's on spotlight.
Okay. Great.
Leadership is a service which we have to start from our own house. Be the frontline driver, drive and lead from the front. Good evening, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Now there are various types of leadership style. It can be autocratic leadership style, democratic leadership style, transactional leadership style, transformational leadership style, coach leadership style, servant leadership style, charismatic leadership style. Now, every leader adapts their own unique leadership style, which they feel the best way to work in their personal and professional life. Every leadership style has its own definition and it reflects its own identity. So, I would say I choose the servant leadership style because I love to serve people. Servant leadership style is a goal where you have to serve people. This leadership style is different from other functional leadership style, where the members' role is first to help others. And it has a very unique way of working. And I love to use this servant leadership style in my personal and professional life. Now, I would like to share 2 examples of servant leadership style, which I implemented in my professional and also in my Toastmasters journey. So in my professional life, my role is to work as an event coordinator. During my work, I used to interact with many people. My role involves interaction, planning the event, meeting the customer, execution, and receiving feedback from the stakeholders. Now, whenever there is any office event, I have to wake up early in the morning, reach the venue 1 hour before the event. I used to do all the coordination, pre-coordination work of the event, like informing the list of the stakeholder to the security, pre-request of all the logistic arrangement, set the meeting room, and be ready for the event. While I used to see my fellow teammates reaching just about 10 minutes before the event, and I've seen many people who love to delegate the work to others and follow the delegative leadership style. Now, I prefer to use my own way of working, which is the servant leadership style, and trust me, it had a lot of biggest impact in my life. The feedback from the customers and from the employees I received was awesome, because whenever there is any event happening, and also for the future events, they don't used to call the manager, but they used to call me, check and ask about all the details of the happening event in my organization. So any day when I am not present in any particular event, they feel that particular service of my role is missing in my area. So that was something I learned about this servant leadership style while working in my organization and in my designated role. The another example which I want to tell about servant leadership skill is about my Toastmaster journey. I joined Toastmasters 6 years back, and in a corporate club, we used to have meeting at 2 different locations. Now, whenever I choose a role or not, I used to be present in the meeting room area at least 30 to 40 minutes before the session. And we all know in Toastmasters meeting, all the roles are assigned by the VP prior to the meeting, like Sergeant at Arms comes and prepare and set the meeting room, etc. But I never waited for the actual meeting star to come and do this work. I used to open the meeting room, prepare the meeting chart of all the role players, set all the lights on, and be ready for the meeting. So when the actual meeting star arrives, at least 10 to 15 minutes before the session, and he used to be very pleased to see all his work was done by me. And this kind of service was appreciated by the GE and even by the meeting star during the meeting, that all the setting was done by Sai Kumar, not the actual meeting star. So this kind of feedback I enjoyed during my Toastmaster journey. Some of the principles of servant leadership style is you get awareness, empathy, and persuasion from others. Servant leadership, the advantage is you get a very beautiful working environment, and the role of the people is lessened. Now, yesterday I read one beautiful article of a true servant leader, India's second Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. So when he was serving as the Prime Minister of India, he purchased one Fiat car and he was having 7,000 rupees and the cost of the Fiat car was 12,000. But he did not ask for any government fund, but he borrowed a loan from Punjab National Bank and he paid all the installments. And even in the middle, he passed away and his family and the bank was okay to release all the remaining payment, but this family did not took help from the government. They paid on their own. So a true servant leadership, I read of the articles in yesterday's article of Lal Bahadur Shastri. So my dear friends, so my message for you from this servant leadership is as a servant, you have to serve first. It is a natural thinking which comes within you. First, you have to step out and then people will follow your footsteps. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Kumar. That was a great, wonderful speech. Due to a technical issue, we do not have the polls today. Can I ask the timer to present the report?
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So Toastmaster Divya has taken 4 minutes 51 seconds. Toastmaster Ambrish has taken 5 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Sai Kumar has taken 7 minutes 23 seconds. So all have passed.
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Sachin. Now we move towards talking about the theme for today. So, can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, I want to ask all of you, how many of you are worried about the rupee-dollar exchange rate? May I have a raise of hands? Okay. How many of you are worried about the traffic jams in Mumbai?
Yes, I am worried.
Okay. So I know a lot of friends who get worried over these and they have sleepless nights just because of the high prices of crude oil prices that are going up. And because of the changing geopolitics in Saudi Arabia, they have sleepless nights here. It was always quite mysterious to me that why do people get worried about these things in life? Because the way I classify my situations in life are based on 3 concentric circles. Today being Father's Day, this was one of the most important messages that my father ever gave me to categorize life into 3 buckets. And this is what I want to share with all of you today. So, first thing is whenever I come across any situation in life, I worry whether it is in my circle of concern or not. Israel-Palestine issue, if it's happening in I may be concerned about it, but I can't do much about it. So because it's not in my circle of concern, it is very far-fetched. It might be in my mind, it might be in the back of my mind, but I cannot do much about it. So there is no point of having sleepless nights over something that I have no control over. So when it is in my circle of concern, when any matter fits there, I just delete it from my mind and stop all the worry that I can have. The next thing is that what can I influence in my life? Can I influence what my boss thinks about me? Can I influence what my partner thinks about me? Can I influence the traffic in Mumbai? You might think that maybe no, but yes, I can choose public transport. I may not choose private transport. Can I influence the elected local corporator of my area? Yes. So when I have things that I can influence, can I influence the elected executive committee of my Toastmasters Club? Yes, I can influence it. So when there are things that fall in my circle of influence, these are the things I know that if I alter my behavior, I can help to influence the situation to achieve my desired results. So these fall into my circle of influence. The third is the innermost core of this graph, which is the circle of control. In life, I believe we need to be very, very clear about what we can control and what we cannot control. And we should be worried only about what we can control. I cannot control others' behaviors towards me, but I can always control my response towards their behavior. I cannot control the way my parents behave. I cannot control how managing my bosses, but I can always control the way I respond to their behavior. So whenever I come across any situation in life, I ask myself, does it fall into my circle of concern, my circle of influence, or my circle of control? And depending on that, I decide whether I want to delete it from my mind, do I want to alter my behavior, or do I want to actually try to control myself? So with this, I would ask all of you to press Control Alt Delete in your life to reset it and decide what falls into which circle, and hence what would you like to do. Now, this is very interesting as it is extremely reflective of our culture, where we all have in the Bhagavad Gita, as it says, Karmanya Vadikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachanam, which means that you have no rights over the returns you get. You have rights only over what you can do. The only thing you can control is yourself, and you must never, ever, ever, ever be worried about the rest. With that, I would like to move on to the next part of today's session, which is the table topics. For the table topics, we have Toastmaster Aarti, who's going to conduct the table topics. When I asked Toastmaster Aarti what she thinks about Control, Alt, and Delete, that time, Toastmaster Aarti told me that life goes by too quickly. To control, we should try not to control laughter and love. Alt, we should always alter old thinking to try new things. And delete, we should always delete the grudges to forgive and forget. With this, I would like to hand over the table topics to Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Ankit. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the day, Nikita, and guests. One of the most exciting portion of the Toastmasters meeting is the table topic sessions. The main objective is to develop members' listening, thinking, organizing, and speaking skills. Your response must be at least 1 minute and can be no more than 2 minutes. You will see a green signal after 1 minute, a yellow signal at 1 and 30 seconds, and a red signal at 2 minutes. A grace period of 30 seconds is given. I also encourage you to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. I was extremely flamboyant person in college because I never add insult to injury. Today, I will be asking you on the theme of the topic, theme of today, Control, Alt, and Delete. So let's get started. Who would like to volunteer first? Or let me ask Toastmaster Divya. Toastmaster Divya. Hello.
Aarti, I would
like
to go first.
Okay. Please spotlight Toastmaster Ankit.
Am I audible, visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Ankit, if life is a keyboard, Toastmaster Ankit.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for giving this topic. If life is a keyboard. The best part is I can see my flamboyant keyboard in front of me because I'm using my laptop. But the best thing about a keyboard is that we have choices. The keyboard has different numerical and alphabetical and other function choices that we can use for making our skills better on the laptop. In a similar way, our life, we have a lot of choices that we can take. We can become an engineer. We can become a pilot. We can become a researcher. We can become a teacher. These are choices that we have because we have the resources for getting these choices. But one more thing that we have to ponder upon with respect to choices is that we have to be very prudent in terms of how we use that choices. For example, if I press the shutdown key on my keyboard, my laptop will shut down and I will not be able to give my speech. In a similar way, we have to be prudent on how we choose the choices that we have in life. One more interesting thing about the keyboard is that you can use different combinations together. I can use Shift key and W to make it capital or small. And these are also different hacks that we can say, hacks that we have in life. How to use the hacks to become better is something that we learn in life and we should learn in life. So these are my thoughts on what are the different things that we can use the keyboard for. At the end, I would like to say that life has a lot of choices, but it depends on you, how you take those choices and make an interesting document out of it. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Ankit. Now I would like to, would any guest be able to participate? I would like to call Priya, guest Priya.
I am having a unstable network, so I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear me properly.
Okay. Then guest
Pranjal. No, you are audible and visible. The way you can.
If I am, then yeah, I'll like to go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Priya, reboot yourself. Reboot yourself, Priya.
Okay. So reboot means when you just shut down everything, not quit, but you just give a break to everything and start afresh. So I have actually used this in my life, when I was quite low and when I used to overthink about situations and exaggerate things in my own mind. At that point in time, I used to just give myself a break and then start afresh, because that really helped me come out of the situation that I was making up in my mind, and I was able to respond to the difficult situations around me in a much better way. Because whenever you are overworked or over-occupied, you always need to think and you always need to take a break and think about life peacefully. So I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, Priya. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sai Kumar.
Before that, Amay has raised his hand, so we can ask Amay.
Okay, Amay.
Hello. Oh. Afterwards, you are telling, I'm Sai Kumar here. You called me now.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, you can go with Amay. Then if there are remaining, then you can continue with me if there are no guests available. Okay.
Okay, sure. It's Amay now, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Amay, yeah. Uninstall self-doubt. Uninstall self-doubt. Amay.
Well, thank you so much, Aarti, for giving me this topic. The topic is uninstall self-doubt, right?
Right.
Yeah. See, mostly we have used this application of uninstalling while operating computer or even on our laptops or even on our cell phones. Uninstalling essentially means removing or completely deleting something permanently or even temporarily. So uninstalling in life essentially means that we should filter out some kind of bad things which we encounter in society, some bad ideas, bad beliefs that hamper our success. So uninstalling for me would be like uninstalling the anger, uninstalling lust, uninstalling some kind of unorthodox beliefs which are hampering the harmony of our society. So uninstalling is something which we have to use quite frequently, so that the track which we have selected to excel in life will be meaningful and will be deep. So we would start living our lives in harmony, and we will live our life with harmony within the family, within oneself, within society, and within the nature. So uninstalling, now it is everyone's choice, or let's say a thought as to what exactly they want to uninstall in life. So for me, uninstalling is filtering, and just as we know, when we use filters while drinking water, then it is absolutely safe and it is beneficial for us, and it is a healthy lifestyle basically. So uninstalling is filtering for me, and we should filter unwanted thoughts in life. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Now I would like to call upon Sai Kumar. Toastmaster Sai Kumar.
Hello.
Toastmaster Sai Kumar, you are audible, not visible. Now you are visible. Toastmaster Sai Kumar, self-control, Sai Kumar.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving this topic, self-control. In our life, there are many things we have to take care, we have to perform, we have to see all the duties during the day, and at the end, we should also control many things in our life. Now, the self-control is all depends the way you see it, like a coin, two sides of the same coin, head and tail. Now, I will tell you one example which happened last year during this pandemic. Like, our work process was completely different from the way we used to work, like in physical meeting and physical environment, meeting various people around 200, 300 in all weekends during event. And we used to enjoy that a lot. But there came a time where you cannot go and meet people, where the control, self-control came into the picture. Like, most of my colleagues said, we are not having that kind of interaction or that kind of bonding which are less missing. And the control over this work slowly tried to shade away. But it was again, what the strategy of thinking made a greater impact. Like, we had a group meeting together to discuss how we can bring the things back on track. The self-decision, the self-prayer only change the mindset of the people, that again we are meeting, but not in general physical, but in a virtual manner. And we got a control of many things. And this kind of self-control helps to enable to continue and adapt the work environment of any type before and now pandemic. So I would say at the end, I would like to give a message. It's all upon you, how you see the things from one angle and how you see the things from different angles. And it's all up to it. At the end of the day, we have to decide how we can have a control on these things. Thank you. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Sai Kumar. Now, I would like to call upon Timer Sachin to give his report.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Aarti. So Toastmaster Ankit has taken 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Priyal has taken 1 minute 1 second. Toastmaster Amay has taken 2 minutes. And Toastmaster Sai Kumar has taken 2 minutes 20 seconds. So all are eligible for voting.
Thank you, Sachin. Now I will return the control to Toastmaster of the Day, Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. That was a wonderful tabletop session. I would like to now hand over to the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Lancy.
Toastmaster of the day, Nikita, keep that smile on. You set the stage. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the General Evaluator. I'm going to do my session right now. And to do the honors of the first speaker, that is Divya, we've got Evaluator Manas. The stage is yours. Take it away. The spotlight's on you, Manas. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Yeah, thank you. So today my target speaker is Toastmaster Divya, who attempted her icebreaker speech, and with this she embarked her journey towards Toastmaster Club. So congratulations, Toastmaster Divya, for completing your first step in Toastmasters journey. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. I believe that. So it's a super duper mind-blowing speech, Divya. Thank you, Toastmaster Divya, for giving us an insight of an amazing human being. Why I am saying this? Because who learned from their life and implement their learning in the same life only can cross a lot of hurdles and achieve the success. So today I also learned a lot with that current hurdles, and I am sure that I will implement the continuity plan further for with the immediate effect. So you are proved that you are one of our flamboyant Toastmaster, as this is not looks like the first speech of yours. So some of the recommendations and comments are there from my part. First thing I can say that you are excelled on structuring your speech and delivery effectively. Your eye contacts are good, and you are properly visible. Sound is also good. So in these small things, you excelled. But here I just missed some part, like you can work it out on these things. That on body posture, that voice modulations. So these things are I just filled that gap. So all the best, Divya, for your further journey. Here, frankly speaking, here I am just trying to avoid the situation of adding insult to injury, because in immediate effect I just play that multiple roles. So best of luck, Divya. Congratulations. Thank you, General Evaluator.
That's nice of you, Evaluator Manas, to do the honors of the second speaker, that is Ambarish. We've got Evaluator Ankit Das Gupta. Kudos to you, of course. Congratulations on order on 2 counts. Take it away, Ankit. The spotlight's on you. Shine on.
Thank you, General Evaluator Lancy. Toastmasters and guests, I'm a millennial, and when I was a child, I used to listen to this jingle. It's in Hindi. Dood, 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 dood. Wonderful dude. And then there was this another jingle. Sunday hoya Monday, roads khao ande. And that's how I grew up, listening to those jingles. And now I see billboards and everything everywhere. So today, listening to a speech on evolution of advertising was nostalgic for me. And our flamboyant speaker, Toastmaster Ambarish, did a wonderful job. Toastmaster Ambarish, you took me through the journey of advertising from its nascent stages to where it is now. And you gave different examples for it. So kudos to you on having a wonderful speech structure. This speech, a speaker has to do research and then present. And you had a lot of research. You talked about the evolution of advertising. You talked about what are the different types of advertising, consumer level advertising. In that, you talked about the newspapers. You talked about the news channels. You compared before and after. So that was a wonderful thing done. You had a great structure, was the first point. You had wonderful research. You had researched your topic pretty well. That was the second part. The third part was, I also loved your examples. You had examples, for example, on Fair and Lovely, you also had examples on other aspects, that is with respect to the future of advertising, how you can make it more personalized. That is where your own insight came into picture. What you did was you gave us an idea about what you think would be the future of advertising. So that is where the importance of a researcher comes into picture, because a researcher is not only one who just researches a topic, but also gives his or own suggestion at the end. I'm pretty sure who are researchers here will agree with me on this. I can see smiling faces. So that is what you did pretty well, Toastmaster Ambarish. Now, feedback is the breakfast for champion, Toastmaster Ambarish, and few feedback that I can give you with respect to your speech is, this is more of a generic feedback, not with respect to your speech only, with respect to the objectives, is that please adjust the camera setting. So what has happened was, when you were speaking, your camera was this way and you were speaking down. I don't know if you're using a laptop or a mobile, but if possible, use a laptop so that your whole frame will be visible and you will be able to have your passport size photograph view over here. Because what was happening was you were able to see just your hands this way. So that is one thing, Ambarish, you can work on, is how to present in front of camera. That is the first point. Second point is with respect to eye contact. I felt that you were looking at the sides a lot of time. You can look at the icon, you can have the eye contact on the camera. That shows that you are certain with respect to your speech and you're looking at the speaker, at the audience. That was the second point. Let me not add further insult to injury because I'm running out of time. So let me give the whole summary of the speech. You had a wonderful structure. You had good examples. You also talked about your own point of view. You can work on looking at the camera and also with respect to the position of the camera. Overall, a wonderful speech, and I wish you, and I congratulate you for completing level 1, and I wish you all the best for level 2. Over to you, General Evaluator.
All right, noteworthy. Thank you, Ankit. For our third speaker, that's Toastmaster Sai Kumar, we have Toastmaster Anand, who is his evaluator. The spotlight's on you. Take it away.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, both, on both
counts. Thank you. Toastmaster Sai Kumar, I really enjoyed listening to your speech. It was an absolute delight. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. That was a well-delivered speech. The most amazing part of your speech was the thought clarity. Right from the beginning of the speech, you were in control of your speech by bringing about clarity in the message of servant leadership. Mike Sissosia had quoted, if you want to be a leader, first person you have to lead is yourself. Toastmaster Sai Kumar, your speech indeed emphasized leading yourself throughout the speech. The thing that stood to me the most during your speech was the usage of stories, and more importantly, your personal stories. I thought it was particularly effective the way you structured your speech and gave out simple stories and giving examples from your professional life and the Toastmaster life. I liked your style wherein you mentioned the problem statement, followed by putting yourself in that position and then giving a solution. You continued this process, and this helped me to relate your stories with my professional. And this has effectively helped not just me, and I believe the entire audience to understand how I could lead myself. And I believe that is the case for the entire audience. Do you also believe, audience? As mentioned before, I like the way how you progressed from one part of the speech to another with smooth transitions. This helped me to follow the flow of your speech, which is one of your personal objective as part of the speech. Kudos to you. You have completed the objectives and your personal objectives of the speech. You did a good job and kept everyone engaged. Now for some recommendations. Your speech title was Lead by the Front, and your leadership style you mentioned was servant leadership. It would have been better if you could have explained how or connected how leadership, servant leadership is leading by the front. It was, although it was apparent, maybe you could have given some example by explaining the same. Second, there was also a case of the story which you started about Lal Bahadur Shastri. And it seemed that you had connected, giving out the example or the message of Lal Bahadur Shastri. But I like the way how you summed up your message by giving the specific message. Specific message, that is, you have to step out. You have to step out and others will follow. To summarize, you had good flow, good rate of speech. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Sai. Over to you, General Deval.
Right. Okay, Anand, that's good. I'll come back later on. We've got the tag team. I'm going to ask them for the reports. First, we have the timer, and although we do not have a poll because of a technical glitch, nevertheless, timer Sachin, may I have the timing report, timer's report for the evaluators?
The general evaluator. Manas has taken 2 minutes 13 seconds. Ankit has taken 3 minutes 45 seconds, and Anand has taken 3 minutes 41 seconds. Over to you.
Okay, which means that there's just one person that's qualified, and that's Manas. Nevertheless, we have the rest of the meeting. Our counter, Sally, please present your report. Thank you.
Can I share my screen?
Manas, can you make her co-host, please? Can you try now?
Yeah. Thank you. So, Toastmaster Ankit is flawless throughout the meeting. Toastmaster Nikita is also flawless. Toastmaster Sachin is also flawless. Toastmaster Harsh used 5 crutch words. Toastmaster Divya used 1. Toastmaster Amrish used 9 crutch words and 2 lexical fillers. Toastmaster Sai Kumar used 4 crutch words and 2 unintentional pauses. Toastmaster Aarti used 1 crutch words. Toastmaster Priya used 2 crutch words. Toastmaster Amey used total 10 crutch words. Toastmaster Sai Kumar is flawless during the table topic session. Toastmaster Lancy was also flawless. Toastmaster Manas used 2 crutch words, and Toastmaster Anand used 4 crutch words. Thank you.
Great. The third on the tag team is the grammarian. And ever since the meeting started, for some point of time, I was trying to figure out, will I get this word flamboyant edgeways, somehow or the other, until I saw in the gallery view, and I saw the grammarian, a flamboyant person, Harsh. Kindly note, I've used it twice. All right, you can smile out there. And I'm not going to add insult to injury, but also take that note onto it when I call you and say, ladies and gentlemen, you need to accept and listen to the grammarian. The spotlight's on you, flamboyant, and take it away.
Thanks a lot, General Evaluator. So first thing, today's meeting, we saw a lot of good phrases as well as the proverbs, right? So starting with Ankit. So Ankit rightly used the word of the day, phrase of the day. Some of the good verbal usage was nascent, prudent. Okay, now comes to Nikita. Nikita used word of the day once, and overall it was good. Now talking about the Divya. So Divya used the phrase of the day. Apart from that, the good word usage was fierce. She used some of the good proverbs, would say, forget about the past. Then some of the phrases by the Winston Churchill, a quote on DC's learning, and one of the phrases she used was fit on the ground. Now coming to the Ambarish. So Ambarish rightly used the word of the day. And one correction I just want to suggest is he used how would be the outcome of the advertising agency. It could have been used as how what would be the outcome of the advertising agency. Now Manas rightly used a phrase of the day, and same with Anand. Anand rightly used the phrase and also used the proverb. Coming to the Aarti also rightly used the proverb, phrase of the day as well as the word of the day. Amey, so one good word from him was the hamper. So yeah, this is it for the grammar report.
Thank you, Harsh. Yeah, and Sally, as the hour counter, I hope you noticed that Harsh used 4 hours. So you can't escape us, even if you're flamboyant. Good. I'm going to start off my report. Okay. Timer, he's gone through his whole 9 years and he's done his role. He explained his role at the beginning pretty well. We had the hour counter, Siley. It's a grid, quite an impressive one. One of the things, before I get back to the SAR and to the rest out here, I would like to tell the hour counter that there's a word called flawless. In my dictionary, the word flawless leaves no imagination for improving. We always say that there's an improvement. It's jargon, it's cliche, it's gone to death, and it's meaningless. You can always say, I'm not flawless, for heaven's sake. I inspire people by dealing with my imperfections. And I'm absolutely not perfect. So when you say flawless, forget it. All right, I hope I've made a point there. Great, okay. When the meeting started, it was at 16:10. Of course, there's a glitch. This is the digital world. All of us have problems, not a problem whatsoever. It's how we get back the meeting on time, and that rests with the Toastmaster of the day, Nikita. Her leadership skills and communication comes to the core. If she can finish it up at 17:45, plus another 10 minutes, if the mandate and the assembly this evening lets her do it out there. The SAR started off, okay. Manas, fine. Manas, you went through all the ground rules. The reason I put in a gallery is because I can see people and I know that I can talk to people. So can I see your faces, people? Please, everybody. Okay, Manas, you had this out here. You went through the whole housekeeping rules. The one thing that you got to notice and understand is, as a SAR, I set the mood of the meeting. Please do that with a smile. And everybody else will mirror that to the rest of the meeting. We had the presiding officer, Ankit Dasgupta. He did things that was what was with his role. In a business session, he had an apology. That's a lot of humility because he said it's with a glitch. Good one. So he's in control of the situation. That's number 2. He then gets on to saying that there are 2 aspects. One is nuggets of appreciation, which is for the club members, and then, of course, for himself. So with everybody putting on their cameras, please join me in putting your hands together and make some noise for Ankit on those 2. I'm not 2 noises, just 1, please, for heaven's sake. Okay. All right. Okay. And Ankit, keep that smile out there. You can charm the whiskers of your next door neighbors or whoever the girls are in your territory. All right. We'll leave that at that one. And then we had Toastmaster of the day. Of course, he invited guests, which is good because guests love to feel appreciated. Great. And I have to say, I'm going to use it 4 times or 5 times during that. Appreciation is servant leadership. And I will link it back again at some point of time. Timer, okay, we had Toastmaster of the Day, Nikita. All right, so she had her theme that was Control, Alt, Delete. I think all the members in her family are probably on her fingertip, Control, Alt, and Delete, because she went through the whole grind and the 9 years and explained about the concern, influence, and control. At a young stage, you're already manipulating people. That's it. Take it. It's good for you. Keep that on. Great. I've explained the timer, the hour counter, and the grammarian. We had the speaker one, which is Divya. The 3 learnings in my life. One thing what she said, which was cool, is I fight with my brother. Thank you so much. All of us do with our siblings. You're not all alone, Lieutenant. And then when she says, never stop learning, I'd like to add along with that, Divya, never stop fighting with your sibling, because that's what love is all about. Speaker number 2, Ambarish, evolution of advertising. Okay, fine. As explained by Ankit in his evaluation, he said he was looking sideways, backwards, or whatever's out there. But for me, it was a learning curve at one point of time. Thank you very much when he said social sensibilities, individualism, racism, fair and lovely. I was trying to figure out who was fair in this group and who was lovely. Of course, I'm smart and I'm good looking out here. And then, but the one thing that you had to do, Ambarish, is always share your experience. The vulnerability and the credibility of a speaker comes out large, tenfold when it's what's your take and how you experience that particular evolution of advertising. Speaker number 3, Sai Kumar. He went through the servant leadership and he explained a lot of it. Sai Kumar, the one thing that I have gone through years and years ago in Toastmasters, and which Toastmasters follows absolutely brilliantly well, is servant leadership. It's vision, values, direction, support, development, and the last but not the least is appreciation. Everybody on this planet, whether you're a CEO in your tower or at ground level, the one thing that you want to crave on this world is being appreciated. Even say, you look good, and that makes a day. Of course, when you say you look lovely and fair, that's a different situation altogether. All right, okay. Now, we've got evaluator number 1, Manas. Please, all evaluators, one thing that I would always explain is that you can make or break a speaker, and you get to give that feedback to a speaker that has spent almost 10 days picking up to the whole nuances of getting a speech in there. Number 1, be nice to them. Number 2, at least spend 2 minutes on saying something nice about whatever they did. And after that, you can say, but after that comes in all the recommendations. So please use the CRC method, which is the commend, recommend, and a comment. Okay, fine. When you said body gestures and voice modulation, give specifics where, so that the person has got direction and learns that. Ankit went analytical, nostalgic. Of course, he's a seasoned evaluator, so that was great. And he said the camera position and the eye contact, so he was spot on onto it. And then, right, okay. Ankit, I wish you had asked him about whether it was his personal experience, because that's where the credibility comes in. Anand, lead from the front, and he explained about it, that he took his time and said, Sai Kumar did this, all this and that. One thing, be objective and tell them where they can. Even if you're just doing 1 or 2 recommendations, pull out a specific place in that one and say, in your transition, this is what you could have done. And emote it or get it out and say, this is how it can be done. Okay, so table topic master Aarti, she had her views on 4 speeches. Of course, she picked up 4 of them. It was all about digital world. Ankit, if life is a keyboard. And Ankit, this is where you hit a pay dirt, okay? You said we have choices. That was well said, naturally. I don't know how that came in there, but you probably have choices whenever you're sitting on the keyboard. Shall I call up the neighbor or shall I speak to my wife? Okay, so it was an inbuilt mechanism in you. Number 2 was Priya, reboot yourself. Respond to difficult situations around me. I think she summed it up because that's how she's got control over her life. Number 3 was Ame, uninstalled self-doubt. Yeah, at first he had a lot of self-doubt, but as he picked up steam, he had all the trappings of a great speaker. Number 4 was Sai Kumar, self-control, and he gave an example of a group meeting on self-decision. All speakers, the one thing I've learned in table topics is concentrate on yourself and your subject, and you're bound to succeed. The observation that I had was, as I've said right at the very beginning, is that the poll, Okay, fine. There is a glitch. As I've said, it runs high. That's servant's leadership. That the last one is called appreciation. Everyone loves to be appreciated, and I'm sure you'll be able to get that in there over time across whatever is out there. If I missed anybody, it's unintentional. And please, before Nikita puts Control Alt and Delete and knocks me off from there, I'm going to give it to her without adding insult to injury. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Nikita. And you got to put your hands together for Nikita, please. She's still got something to work on for the next few minutes. Wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Nancy. We do not have the polls for today, so we do not have the next award ceremony. And hence, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Ankit as the presiding officer to close the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikita. Before I move ahead, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Divya for giving her icebreaker. So I would request Toastmaster Manas to please put the certificate for Toastmaster Divya. As Toastmaster Alansi rightly said, appreciation goes a long way, and we are all here to appreciate our efforts. So Toastmaster Divya, congratulations for giving your icebreaker. Manas, you can have. Icebreaker. Okay, Manas, by the time you get sorted with this, you just put off the screen share, get sorted with the certificate, and then I'll call you back. You can stop the screen share, Manas.
It's the fourth slide.
It's the first slide. Yeah.
Fourth
slide, Manas.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you for showing that. So Manas, you can just expand this. Congratulations, Divya, for giving your icebreaker speech. And I know how difficult it is to start. I remember my icebreaker speech. So congratulations on starting your journey in Toastmasters and giving an icebreaker speech. Let everyone give a round of applause to Toastmaster Divya. And Manas, I would request you to please take a photograph. Or anyone else, Sachin or anyone can just help Manas. He's doing a lot of things today.
Yeah, I have taken it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you. Yeah, Manas, you can stop the wheel. So today our session was not how as we expected. There were a few technical glitches that we had in the session, but that's okay. That's part and parcel of life. We have life wherein we are going perfectly in the way that we want. And sometimes we have some glitches. Sometimes we have some disturbances. But at the end, as Toastmaster Nancy rightly said, it's about how you get adapted to the situation and you move ahead. And for that, I would like to also congratulate Toastmaster Manas here, because today we had the Zoom master who backed out at the last moment. And Toastmaster Manas came on and he took up the role at the last moment to do all this. We had some technical issues, but we still started the meeting at least 7 minutes late, but it's okay. From next time, we have things to improve on. So congratulations, Manas, on doing multiple roles and ensuring that the session moves on. Next, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Divya, who did her Toastmaster of the Day session for the first time. So congratulations, Toastmaster Divya, for doing a wonderful Toastmaster of the Day and charming us with your Control Alt Delete. Thank you.
Nikita.
That was
Toastmaster
Nikita.
Nikita.
That was Nikita.
I think you said Toastmaster Divya. It is Toastmaster Nikita.
No, he's probably adhering to adding insult to injury.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I had a network issue.
Yeah, okay.
So, maybe you heard Toastmaster Divya. I was talking about Toastmaster Nikita itself. So
you did? Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, Toastmaster Nikita, congratulations on being the first time Toastmaster of the Day and doing a fabulous job on the theme Control Alt Delete. Congratulations. Next, I would like to congratulate the first time grammarian, Toastmaster Harsh. Congratulations, Toastmaster Harsh, for being the flamboyant you and also giving us a good word of the day and phrase of the day. It could be seen that everyone used it. So that just shows the good word of the day and the phrase of the day that we used. And next, Toastmaster Saili, thank you for coming to our club and taking up the role of our counter. And I love the our counter report that you gave. It made it very lucid for everyone to see how the speaker or what all the speakers have said. So thank you for doing that. Timer, Sachin, you are a seasoned Toastmaster, I think, for now, till now, as you have been in our sessions from the start. So thank you for being the timer. Today, we don't have the polls, unfortunately, because we had some technical glitches, but we'll work on that, and the next time we'll be having the polls. I would now request our member from another club who's come, Toastmaster Misbah, to please share some feedback on how did you like the session?
Am I audible and clearly visible, Ankit?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. So this was like I frequently attend the sessions, and it was really amazing. You guys had to from the speaker Divya to the speaker 1, speaker 2, and the speaker 3, and even the theme, which it was very fabulous, control alt delete, and I was like stuck in it happens to us when the system gets stuck and we apply control alt delete. So I remember the Mr. Gates, he talked in his interview as such. The biggest mistake which I did is control alt delete. Like, he never wanted to keep the if the system gets stuck and he had to reboot, so he control alt delete. So he wanted to make a single key. So he considered this thing as a mistake in his experience. So that thing I recollected now, which I wanted to share. And absolutely, it was a great session. And at this point of time, like 4 p.m. to till 5 p.m. Like, everyone are sleepy, like after a heavy meal. So this was very good session. Thank you, Ankit.
Thanks, Misbah. And it got a coincidence that control alt delete we used to make things straight. So today also we had technical glitches. So control alt delete was the right theme to have, I believe. So next I would like to ask. So before that, I would like to thank our General Evaluator Toastmaster Lancy for giving such a wonderful evaluation. Thank you, Lancy. I'm not sure if Lancy is here. Okay. So Toastmaster Lancy, maybe he got dropped off, but thank you, Toastmaster Lancy. One good thing that we follow in our club is that we have General Evaluator from outside the club, experienced General Evaluators who come and attend our session and give the feedback. So thank you, Toastmaster Lancy, for doing a wonderful job. Last, I would like to ask our guests, Toastmaster Priyal, if you can give some feedback.
Ankit, I really thank you so much for inviting me as a guest, and I'm really looking forward to join as a Toastmaster because I really like the session, and I like the kind of feedback that each Toastmaster provides: the timer, the R counter, filler counter, and the general evaluator. It was overall a very good experience, and I really like this platform because it actually helps people grow. Here, the other Toastmasters have been really kind, and I like the environment. It's so warm. Like, I don't have the fear of judgment. Like, if I am speaking something else which I'm not supposed to talk, or if I have already prepared my speech, so no one would judge me because everyone has one purpose, that is to improvise their communication skills. Really, thank you for providing me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Priyal, for giving the feedback, and looking forward for you to join the club. Thank you. I would now ask our guest, Pranjali, to give feedback on how she liked the session.
Hello. Thank you, Ankit. My camera is not working actually. There's some network issue, but I'll surely like to thank and like to give my feedback on your session. It was really very heartwarming, and it was really good to be in the contact with such a beautiful community you have, number of members you have, and they are really enthusiastic. And as another guest speaker told, there is a scope for improvement for everybody, and everybody is looking forward for it. I really enjoyed my time with you, and I'm also looking forward to be with you for a longer duration. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranjali, for giving the feedback. Looking forward to you to join the club. Thank you. Last but not the least, I would also like to congratulate our other two speakers, Toastmaster Ambarish and Toastmaster Sai Kumar. I loved the speech today, and as our guest Pranjali had rightly put in the group, I loved this. Like the quality of the speeches that we had today was wonderful. Like from Ambarish's evolution of advertising to Sai Kumar's theme on leadership to Divya's life journey. So it was wonderful time that we had today with respect to speeches. I'm sure other speakers also enjoyed it. One thing that we as a community can do is we can also give feedback to the speakers post the speaker has given his or her speech on the chat. So let's start doing that, so that that's also an appreciation for the speakers, and also they'll get a feedback on the spot. So we can give our appreciation to the speakers once the speaker has finished their speech. And although we started late, we are just on time. So let me officially close meeting number 18 of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club.